Please rise. It is my distinct privilege to present to you the Kid Governor of Vermont, the Honorable Rosalind Fortin and her cabinet.
You can be seated now. Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful fall and winter as we have worked towards this day where we are going to be focusing on youth leadership and the future of our state, along with our Kid Governor and her cabinet and our John Lewis Award winners and finalists. This is a really bright day for us as we see all of the energy and excitement that all of you have brought to this process and all of the ideas and passion and commitment that you all have brought to this process. So I just want to talk for a moment about Kid Governor. This program exceeded our wildest expectations. We had hoped to get at least one school from each county in Vermont when we set out to do this. And what we ended up with was 47 schools participating from all over the state. We had 26 candidates nominated from among those schools to run for Kid Governor. There were over 1,000 votes cast in the Kid Governor election. And in order to make that possible, it required the energy and the enthusiasm and the commitment of all of those teachers. So let's give the teachers a round of applause for jumping in. So there are many other classes who are watching today, thanks to Orca Media for streaming this live. I'm sure that we have classes from across the state of Vermont who are watching the proceedings here today and are with us in spirit. Thank you all for taking the trek across the icy, snowy roads today to be with us. This is really very special. Today we are honoring the importance of civic education and youth leadership because the youth are the people who will occupy these seats in real time in the future, and the ideas and energy and issues that you all are identifying are so important for Vermont and for indeed our entire nation. So thank you all for that leadership. I had the honor of visiting a number of schools during the course of the Kid Governor program. I went in person to each of the finalist schools, so it's nice to see you all again, and I'm so glad that some of you brought your classmates here with you, and it's wonderful to see the chamber filled with so many young people. What was noteworthy to me in visiting all of those schools was the energy and enthusiasm of all the classrooms. There was such great camaraderie as kids who maybe were vying against each other during the primary in their school, then rallying around their candidate as a finalist. And that's really what elected office means. It is an opportunity to come together around whoever was the winning candidate and help make sure that their platform gets enacted. And then along the way, I think we'll see an opportunity for each of these kids to have their platforms enacted. One of the exciting things that I know will be an outcome of this Kid Governor program, and I look forward to Vermont participating in this year after year going forward, is I know that all of you know now what it's like to develop a platform, to put together ideas, to identify a problem that you want to solve. And you know what it's like to look at other people's platforms and to see what they have to say. And so I hope that you'll carry that through as you get closer to adulthood and the ability to vote for folks who are on your general election ballots. And now you know how to evaluate somebody's ideas, what they say they want to do, and whether it seems workable. So I hope that what we have is a group of young people who will be committed voters when they turn 18. And don't worry, we'll be out to find you and make sure you get registered to vote. All right, so let's get started with the fun of the day, because we've got a lot of work to do in honoring our John Lewis Award winners and in swearing in the Kid Governor and her cabinet. So without further ado, I'd like to invite our guest speaker, who is the Speaker of the Vermont House of Representatives. So she's the person who's usually standing here at this podium presiding over House members. Speaker Jill Krowinski will address us now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Vermont State House. It is so lovely to see all of you in this chamber today, and I hope you're feeling the excitement of what this program offers and the experience that you went through. It is just so great. Congratulations to Governor-elect Rosalind Fortin. I hope you enjoy this role and you learn so much in it. Congratulations. I also want to congratulate our John Lewis Award winners and nominees. You've done incredible work in this state. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you. I want you all to know that no matter what role you play in government or your community, it matters. Your voice matters. Leadership means ordinary Vermonters stepping up to solve problems or to help fellow neighbors. We have people who serve in this House that come from all different backgrounds and experiences. Some of them were even legislative pages in the building and had the opportunity to sign their name up in the dome and then sign their name as on their oath of office when they were sworn in. We have farmers, teachers, small business owners, nurses, and so many other professions. Every member of the House shares the goal of taking action to help their community. We want all kids here to have a great education and ensure that you have every opportunity to learn and to thrive. Every single one of you, at some point in your life, can and could serve in this chamber, in this very chamber. I just want you to think about that. You have the opportunity to serve in the future. You all equally have that opportunity. Kids and young adults can lead too, and your voices are so important. There have been movements in this State House led by young adults to help increase access to voting, to make communities safer, and yes, even weigh in on the state mushroom. Adults are always inspired by kids who step up to solve problems, so don't stop working on things that you are passionate about. Remember to support one another, to be curious, ask questions, and be involved. Your voice matters. Remember that, your voice matters. I have so much hope in our future because of kids like you, wanting to be involved, wanting to do good things in your community. So think about what the future looks like for you. What do you want to change? What do you want to do in your communities? You can do that, and we are all here to support you in that effort. So have a wonderful rest of your day here. Please know this is your building. Don't be strangers. We'd love to see you back. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Speaker Krowinski, for sharing those words with us. It is really an honor to have the Speaker of the House join us here this morning. So now we come to the point where I will introduce to you the Kid Governor's Cabinet. And I'm going to start with the Cabinet first. And when I read your name, I would love it if you would come up and stand with me for a quick picture, and then you can take your certificate and sit back down again. Does that sound good? All right. Wonderful. So, first and foremost, Corrine Ashley from Barnett School. Her platform is on mental health support to improve school safety. Congratulations, Corrine. All right. Thank you, Corrine. All right. These are in a different order, so we'll just shuffle. All right, Phoebe Bingham from the Red Fox Community School. Phoebe's platform is about raising awareness and support for mental illness in children. Phoebe. Weston Danforth from Bradford Elementary. Weston's platform focuses on bullying prevention in schools. Congratulations, Weston. Romano Hassan from Champlain Elementary School. Her platform is Vermont Strong, Inside and Out. Congratulations, Romano. Galen McNaughton from Weathersfield School. His platform is about improving school lunches. Way to go, Galen. Lincoln Rada from the Lincoln Community School. Lincoln's platform is on improving access to health care. Congratulations, Lincoln. Last but certainly not least, and let's give one more round of applause to Vermont's Kid Governor Cabinet. Good job. All right, now I would like to introduce you all to Vermont's first Kid Governor, Rosalind Fortin from Highgate Elementary School. You'll learn a little bit more about Rosalind's platform in a moment, but right now, let's give Rosalind a big round of applause. All right, I will now lead the cabinet in their oath of office. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would stand and raise your right hand, all of you, yeah, got to get the governor in. We're going to do the same, yeah. This one over here. Okay. I promise to serve with honesty and integrity. To listen to my peers. To work hard for our community. I promise to support. The entire cabinet. And other fifth graders. To make Vermont a better place. Congratulations. At this time, it is my honor to welcome Governor Rosalind Fortin to the podium to give her inaugural address. Governor Fortin.
Good morning and welcome. I am honored to stand before you today as your kid governor. There are several people I would like to recognize whose support made it possible for me to stand here today. I would like to begin by thanking Secretary Copeland Hansis for your leadership. Thank you to Robin Palmer for your guidance. Thank you to my community for believing in me and supporting me. I would like to thank my teachers, Miss Brown and Miss Kaiser, for helping me grow as a student and leader. Thank you to my mom and dad for your love and encouragement, and my little brother too. Thank you to my fellow fifth graders. Your ideas, your voices, and your support inspire me each day. I would like to take a moment to give a round of applause to my cabinet members, Corrine, Phoebe, Weston, Romano, Galen, and Lincoln. With the help of my wonderful cabinet members, I will listen to your ideas, lead with purpose, and work hard to make our community a better place for all. My platform focuses on helping people experiencing homelessness. Together, I look forward to working with all of you to help those experiencing homelessness feel supported and valued. To achieve my vision, my 3-point plan involves setting up food drives and clothing donation bins, promoting a fun run for hope, and organizing community potlucks. These actions may seem simple, but when we work together, they can create real change. I believe when we come together with kindness and compassion, even small actions can make a big difference. You do not have to be kid governor to make a difference. Every act of kindness, big or small, helps Vermont become a better place to live, learn, and grow. I know I might be small, but I have a big heart and a can-do attitude. I promise to give this term my very best effort. I'm honored to serve as your kid governor, and I'm excited for the work that we will do together. And remember, it's not about giving things, it's about giving kindness, giving time, and giving hope. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Governor. Next, I'm happy to introduce to you one of the finalists for the Vermont Youth Poet Laureate Program. This is a program run by Sundog Poetry, and it honors our nation's top youth poets who are committed to artistic excellence, civic engagement, and social impact. This year's winner, Emma Paris, was unable to join us, but we are so fortunate to have finalist Mela Landis Marinello here to share her poem, Fingernails Full of Seeds. Mela Landis Marinello is a senior at U32 High School. She was a runner-up for the 2025 Vermont Youth Poet Laureate. She is a co-founder of the youth activism organization Health, Education, and Rights Vermont. She's a member of the Vermont State Youth Council on the Education Committee, a youth organizer with the Educational Justice Coalition, and a leader of the Vermont Students for School Board Representation advocacy group. She is passionate about feminism, environmental activism, social justice, and, not surprisingly, the power of books. Mela, welcome. Thank you so much.
Fingernails full of seeds. She held a world of possibilities in her hands, vessels of truth, gentle but strong. Calloused and cracked, coated in rich dirt, she was of the earth. Her hands shaped a garden, vibrant flowers blooming with the weeds and soil gathering in the spaces between. Under her fingernails, another possibility, saved for the next time a place needed a little life. With those nurturing hands, she grew a community, hands clasping, fingers twined like threads of spider silk, spun into a web. They built bridges over their knuckles, tracing ancient folds and creases that told a story, histories hidden like secrets, memories tucked under layers of skin. Her hands brought people together. She showed them how rooted one could be, feet on the hard-packed forest floor, but head in the sky among the clouds. A thunderstorm of loud music and brilliant light, she always set out to create, on a journey to shape her future with her own hands. Seeds sprouted from the soil under her fingernails, and she watered them with her sweat and tears, shone the striking glimmer of lightning, the promise of determination, on their little hungry faces starved for courage. Seeking light that she cupped in her hands, the butter gold brightness of hope. She grew resilience out of the palms of her hands, held out to the world, open. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hope, that's what we all need. Next, we're going to shift from focus on fifth graders to some focus on a group of young adults who are showing great leadership in our state. The John Lewis Youth Leadership Award is given by Secretaries of State across the country through the National Association of Secretaries of State, and it honors the extraordinary accomplishments of Congressman John Lewis. His courageous achievements during the Civil Rights Movement and his long tenure of public service have inspired and will continue to inspire Americans for generations to come. This award recognizes individuals who are under the age of 25 who have demonstrated leadership, have a passion for social justice, and are motivated to improve the quality of life in their community. Today, I'm so happy to recognize so many young change makers in Vermont. We had an overwhelmingly strong pool of applicants for this award this year, and each one of them is so worthy of recognition. So first, I would like to introduce the finalists for this award, and when I call your name, if you would come and stand and we'll pose for a picture. First up is Ellie Cady. So Ellie Cady of Middlebury. Ellie is a student at Middlebury College who serves on the Leadership Council of the Vermont Healthcare 911 Coalition, whose research and advocacy played a pivotal role in the passage of a very important bill, Act 55, which limits the markups that Vermont healthcare providers can charge for prescription drugs. Thank you for your leadership, Ellie. Catherine Katie Coeton. All right, Katie is a second-year, second-grade teacher at Champlain Elementary in Burlington, which parenthetically is the school that Kid Governor Cabinet member Romano is from, so here's a nice connection. While most second grade teachers might still be getting their feet under them, Catherine has already developed curricular supports across the K-5 classrooms at her school. And she's really setting the tone for Champlain's values of inclusiveness and integrity-driven education. Thank you, Katie. Cashel Higgins. Cashel Higgins of Waterbury. Cashel is a student at Harwood Union High School. He's a member of the Agency of Education's Youth Policy Advisory Council, a founding member of the Vermont Learners Association, and has served as a student representative on the Harwood Unified Union School District Board. As his nominator explained, Cashel's efforts to ensure that Vermont students have a seat at the table when it comes to education policy embody the leadership, civic commitment, and moral clarity that defined Congressman John Lewis. In more than 35 years in public education, said the nominator, I've rarely encountered a student with this combination of integrity, presence, and deep understanding of public policy. Congratulations, Cashel. Henry Menke of Huntington. Henry is a student at Mount Mansfield Union High School who has stepped up as a leader and advocate not only within his school community, but also in his hometown of Huntington, where he is involved with the Huntington Acts Now civic engagement group, and took the initiative to organize and promote an event on banned books at the Huntington Library. Congratulations. Emma Rowell of Hardwick. Emma graduated from Hazen Union High School last year and has already made a mark on her community as a leader in the 4-H program, bringing it to her hometown, and even representing Vermont at the National 4-H Conference in DC. As she continues her education at the Community College of Vermont, she is working as a 911 dispatcher for the Lamoille County Sheriff, continuing to help people every day. Congratulations. Victoria Tornwini of Burlington. Stand up. Stay right here. Victoria is a student at Burlington High School, where she serves as a peer mediator and has led workshops on peer mediation for youth and adults across Vermont. Victoria has served as a student consultant for the Racial Justice Academy, where she developed culturally responsive teaching resources that the district still uses today. She is part of the Equity Collaborative, a team of adults and youth working for systemic change in our schools, and is a youth partner for the Sankofa team, which works to organize special events to celebrate Black history and excellence above and beyond the month of February. Congratulations. We had one John Lewis finalist who wasn't able to be with us today, Abe Woods of Bennington. He's prepping for a ski meet, so he wasn't able to make the long trip up from Bennington. The crew from Manchester probably knows how long that takes, right? Yeah. Okay. As you can see, this is an outstanding group of young people who contribute to their communities, and it gives me so much hope for the future. Now I would like to tell you a little bit about our first winner for the John Lewis Award this year. Binti Awais, come on up. So Binti is currently studying at the Community College of Vermont. She attended Winooski High School, where she helped to start the Unheard Stories program for Winooski students. This important youth-led program invites traditionally marginalized students to share their stories in any mode they want: dance, skits, fashion, poetry, and more, culminating in a community performance at the end of the school year. As Binti's nominator, Kayla Long, told us, Unheard Stories helped uncover stereotypes that transform the audience's views of what it means to be African or to hold other marginalized identities. Binti is also very active in social justice work, participating in clubs, leading workshops, and organizing gatherings within the Winooski community. On a statewide level, she has served in several roles for the Education Justice Coalition of Vermont and helped to plan their statewide youth gathering. As her nominator said, Binti is reliable, empathetic, and determined, and I've learned so much through working with her. Please welcome Binti Awais.
Hi everyone, my name is Binti Awais, and I'm really honored to be here accepting the John Lewis Award. I'm excited about getting to talk to you all today. People use the word social justice a lot, and it can sound like a huge complicated idea, but it's actually pretty simple. Social justice means making sure people are treated fairly and that everyone's voice matters. So let me start at the beginning. The first time I ever got involved in social justice was during the summer of 2023, when I joined the Summer Social Justice Camp with the Education Justice Coalition. I showed up as a participant, just hoping to learn new things. At the time, I didn't see myself as a leader. I was just curious. During that camp, I learned about fairness, about listening to other people's experiences, and about how education can look very different depending on who you are and where you come from. Because of that, I realized that social justice isn't a big, scary idea. Instead, it's really about making sure people are treated fairly and that everyone's voices matters. So I'm going to be going over 3 organizations and programs that I've been involved in. So in high school, I was in the Unheard Stories, where students from a minority group wanted to change people's perspectives on what they see on the internet. The first year I was a participant, but then slowly moved up the ladder to be one of the organizers for this program. At the end of the year, we put on a performance for the community. How people express their experiences with overcoming oppression, systemic barriers, and racism with poetry, storytelling, dancing, etc. That first experience became the foundation for my continued involvement in programs focused on equity, representation, and belonging. Secondly, a big part of my motivation was the Anti-Racism Steering Committee, where we had honest conversations, sometimes uncomfortable ones, about equity and real-life issues. I became a facilitator with that program, and I was in charge of holding space for people to feel comfortable. Lastly, I spent time working with the Education Justice Coalition of Vermont. I deepened my understanding of how education is directly connected to justice, equity, and access. The organization centers on examining how systems within schools can either uplift students or reinforce existing inequities, especially for marginalized communities. Through discussions, workshops, and collaborative learning, I learned that policies are often taken for granted, and to look closely at who benefits and who is left out. The Education Justice Coalition also emphasizes the importance of student voice and community involvement, teaching me that meaningful change in education happens when most impacted are included in the conversation. This experience helped me see that education is not just a pathway to success, but as a responsibility to create a fair, supportive learning environment for everyone. Leadership isn't about having all the answers, it's about listening, it's about showing up, and it's about doing the right thing even when it's not easy. Since I was able to share my experience, I wanted to give some advice. First, your voice matters right now. You don't have to wait until you're older to stand up for what's right. Second, be kind but also be brave. If something feels unfair, it probably is, and it's okay to say something, and it's okay to speak up. Being brave doesn't mean being loud or mean. It means choosing to do what's right even when it's uncomfortable. And finally, listen to people who are different from you. Some of the most important lessons I've learned came from hearing someone else's story and really trying to understand their perspective. John Lewis once said, "Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble." That doesn't mean causing trouble, it means standing up for what's right. I hope you remember that leadership isn't something you're given, it's something you practice. And every single one of you is capable of making that difference. Thank you so much again, and congratulations to our kid governor. Thank you.
Thank you, Binti. Our next award winner is Rafaela Batti. Come on up. Yeah. Woo! There we go. Rafaela is a homeschooled junior from Orwell, Vermont in Addison County, and she has brought her passion for social justice, civic engagement, and youth empowerment to numerous leadership roles throughout her community. A dedicated organizer in Middlebury, Rafaela has built a strong record of collaboration with local and statewide justice initiatives. She has previously worked with the Atria Collective and Education Justice Coalition and continues to serve with Mid-Pride Outright Vermont and the Vermont State Youth Council, where she uplifts youth voices and advances equity-centered policy. In 2025, Rafaela organized a summer social justice camp, providing youth with accessible, action-oriented education on community leadership and social justice. And one thing that I'm quite proud of is that she is a founding member of the Vermont chapter of the Vote 16 USA initiative. This is an organization that is leading a campaign to extend voting rights to 16 and 17-year-olds. As the Ilsley Public Library first intern, Batti launched a Book Buddies program. And that's a program that paired middle and high school students with preschool and kindergarten children to foster reading skills and literacy. One nominator described her as having a can-do attitude far beyond her young age. She talks the talk and walks the walk. And another summarized Rafaela as she works tirelessly to create a community that is welcoming and just for all. Rafaela, please join us.
Good morning, everyone. What an honor it is to be here today to receive the John Lewis Youth Leadership Award. This award means more to me than I can say, and I would like to thank Secretary of State Copeland Hansis for this honor. I am lucky because, as a child, I grew up learning about Congressman John Lewis, his role in the civil rights movement, his immense courage, and his belief in making what he called good trouble, necessary trouble. I was taught something simple but powerful. Use your voice to speak up for the truth. My parents encouraged me to be outspoken and are happy for me to go make good trouble out in the world. When I moved to Vermont the summer before 9th grade, I was met by a community that welcomed me. I met adults in my community and throughout the state who did not just talk about youth voice, they uplifted it, they amplified it. These adults made room for other youth and me to step forward and lead, trusting us with real responsibility. And because of that, my passion for civic engagement did not just grow, it flourished. I learned leadership is not something you wait to grow into, it's something that you practice every day out in your community. Now, as I enter the second semester of my junior year of high school, I'm thinking a lot about my future after high school and the kind of adult that I want to become. I know for me, a meaningful life means engagement in my community, working to make Vermont and our country more equitable, more just, and more democratic. I will also keep uplifting youth voice because I know firsthand how powerful it is when young people are trusted and encouraged. To the adults, some of whom are in this chamber today, especially Lindsay Fuentes-George and Xander Campanelli, who have taught me, supported me, and challenged me, I would like to offer a heartfelt thank you to all of you. Your guidance and belief in my peers and me make all the difference. I am also grateful to live in Vermont, a state where youth leadership is not only welcomed, but celebrated. When young people are taught early that they have a role in shaping their communities, they step into leadership with ease and confidence. Our Secretary of State's Kid Governor Initiative is exactly what I love to see. Today, we gather not just to celebrate a single young leader, but to recognize how our state understands civic engagement, community responsibility, and the power of youth voice. By inducting Vermont's very first kid governor, we are affirming something that has always been true. Young people are not the leaders of tomorrow. We are leading today. To our first kid governor, Rosalind Fortin, and her cabinet, congratulations. Together, you are all stepping into leadership at an age when most young people are being told to wait their turn. You ran on issues that matter in our state. You showed your classmates what it looks like to lead with purpose and empathy. And our state is better because of all of you. And I'd like to end with a John Lewis quote. You are a light. You are the light. Never let anyone, any person, or any force dampen, dim, or diminish your light. Through my work as a youth organizer and here in this chamber today, I see so many young lights shining. And I believe that the future is bright here in the state of Vermont. Thank you.
Wow. As we come to the close in our program, I hope you're feeling it as well. I feel just a tremendous amount of hope and joy for the future, for all that these young leaders are doing, for all of the issues that these young leaders have identified that track so closely to the issues that the adults who sit in these seats are focusing on. It just brings me such joy. You know, in a time when things look certain, and many people around our state and around our nation worry about whether tomorrow will be a brighter day, we have so much to celebrate here in Vermont. The young Vermonters here in this chamber represent our future, and you give me such hope. Thank you. Each and every one of these young leaders up here with me today has identified an issue that they care passionately about and has put their time, their energy, their heart, and their mind into helping to solve that problem. And I'm so proud to be here today to be able to honor all of these young people and to highlight some of these issues and causes that you all care so passionately about. Please keep working on making change, because Vermont will be a better place because of the work that you do. Thank you all for being here today. That is the end of our formal program, and so I'm going to ask the Kid Governor and her cabinet to come over and sit on the railing in front of the John Lewis finalists and award winners so that we can do some group pictures. And the rest of you, I'm going to ask you to find your teacher or the adults that you came with and huddle as you exit the room. Thank you so much for being here today. All right. So you guys sit right on that railing.